How you doing, YouTube? This is our first video. My name is Saki,
My name is Elvis Martinez.
and we're going to be reviewing. It's called Today's Hazy, Double Hazy, and it's an IPA, and it's from the Dust Bowl Brewing Company. Actually, I'm a local of Turlock. My brother Elvis lives in Fresno. There's a few breweries down there.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of breweries down there. Over the last 7 years, we actually have a beer alley, beer alley we call it. So now there's a few breweries there. Yeah,
It's nice. So I invited him over today to try one of our local beers, and
yeah. When Saki called me, actually, I was very excited because he goes, "Hey, I got sponsored, and they gave me a couple beers to try." And so I'm very thankful, actually, to Liquor Locker for providing this beer. I know Saki told me about Liquor Locker, and so I don't know if you want to elaborate on that. But
Liquor Lockers, they're located here with six or seven different locations here in Stanislaus County. And man, you gotta walk into one of those. When you walk into one of those, you feel like you're in adult Disneyland. It's funny, but just come and check it out one of these days. But which glass do you want?
just shoot me a glass.
Okay.
That's simple, pretty simple.
So we're gonna.
I mean, I
Let's get it
want to talk
close.
about the label.
See if
It's obviously Dust Bowl reminds me of like the hard times, right? I mean, the Dust Bowl people.
what was
in
it? The
Oakland-
Depression.
No, well, it didn't rain, so
Yeah. So you had a dry.
yeah, it was dryland farming. Obviously, they didn't have any farming infrastructure at the time, and they all moved to California. So that's what I guess Okies, like Oklahoma.
They were all farm laborers, right?
Yeah, so they moved over, and that's the first thing when I think about. It's
They
like
were the original Mexicans.
it's the type the hard times, right? And then another thing is like IPA stands for Indian Pale Ale, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking, I was like, why is IPA an IPA? What makes an IPA an IPA? And I guess back then, people, Indians used to travel in horses, and they used to have their beer container in the horse, so it was really warm, and it would get really yeasty.
Mm-hmm.
So hence the flavor of the beer. So people started calling it Indian Pale Ale because of the yeast. I guess that was contained inside. So I don't know if you want to do the honors,
right.
and
Let's
let's give her a try.
smells really good.
Let's see.
There's a little fruity flavor to it,
It does.
right?
It
You
does.
can smell it, right? It's got a strong smell.
It's
not a bitter smell, but
no, it's probably one of the lighter IPAs that you could, just out of the first taste that I had.
it is.
it does-
What does it read on the alcohol volume, Elvis?
It is very strong. It is very strong. We're just reading.
Pretty
that.
light color.
Um,
There you go.
8.3 by volume. So that is
It's a strong
up
beer.
there. Yeah, it's an in-betweener. Maybe I call it in-betweeners. But
It smells
typically
good,
you get
man.
your
Smells orangey.
microbreweries. Typically you'll get like 6 to 10%, sometimes 11%. Some of these beers. But yeah, no.
Like that.
I mean, look at that.
This is something you could enjoy after work.
This is like
After a hard
watching
day.
honey.
We live out here in the valley, by the way, the Central Valley, to be exact, which is basically farmland, right? Bunch of farmland.
You can say it's farmland.
We got a little bit of
At the end of the day, you want a cold beer.
and if you want something really good, you know. Oh man,
And one of the things I look for in IPA is like it sizzles, and I don't know if it's just because it's so
delicious.
It's creamy. It doesn't have a lot of body. It's not heavy.
No,
It's not a heavy beer. It's not as crispy as some of.
What would you compare it to? Like let's say like a popular.
It's weird because this IPA.
This is like a stronger version to me, like a stronger version of Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Like a Blue Moon with an orange wedge in it.
Yeah.
Really. Man, there's an orangey flavor to it.
Yeah.
Like a smell.
Yeah.
Like if you smell it.
It's not overpowering,
Mm-mm.
Some of the beers like very too tasteful. like sometimes you have dinner and it's like with a good steak, you can't taste the steak. You're tasting the beer, which is okay.
Yeah.
But with this, I think you find
Oh, yeah.
kind of like the middle ground. You're gonna find the middle ground. You
Yeah.
cook you some carne asada or you cook some steak.
By the way, we're about to grill in a little bit.
Yeah, so I was telling Saki, okay, we're gonna do a beer review, but we also gotta turn on the grill. So
Yeah.
we're prepping back here, and I mean, this is just perfect. I don't know. For me, it's like after a warm day. I was actually, if you see my hands, I was actually fixing sprinklers today in the morning, and I was telling Saki, man, you better hit the grill because if this is a good IPA, we're gonna put some carne asada or put some in the grill, and we're gonna enjoy this beer. So that's exactly what we're doing.
Mm. You know,
This is my first.
Another thing I like. Not very foamy,
No,
so my mustache is cool and clean. You know,
it's like when I poured it out because I drink. Kind of reminds me of like honey. I drink honey every day with my coffee. I know people find it disgusting, but when I poured it out, that's the first thing I noticed was like it's not foamy. It's just dropping in just like if it were some kind of nectar or honey or you know. So it does have body, but it's not foamy. You know, it has a little bit of body. It's not foamy.
this is one of their newest beers that I noticed since I'm a local here.
Yeah.
And I think this one's gonna, just like the Hops of Wrath that they have that's very popular.
Okay.
I think this beer is here to stay.
So Liquor Locker carries this beer.
Oh yeah.
So what's the deal with Liquor Locker? Do they have a section for this or?
Oh, they you walk into one of their stores and you see their selection that they have, and you'll be amazed. You'll be like, you don't even know. It's like, what is that for kids? The Jelly Bean Factory. What is it called?
Jelly Bean Factory.
Yeah, you don't know what flavor to get because there's so many, and you just got to try them all.
Okay.
And you know, find you could go in there and that's when that beer first came out. You know, Ballast Point.
Oh yeah.
What is that from San Diego?
It's got that fish. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, that's great beer.
Yeah.
That's the first place I saw it at.
Okay.
So I mean, I recommend it. I mean, they got it all. And if you ask for it, they'll do whatever they can to get a hold of, go beyond anything to get a hold of the product.
Okay, great.
So,
and you said they had how many locations?
they have 6 or 7.
Okay.
And they're all here in Stanislaus County.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
This is my first Turlokian beer. Is that how you pronounce it?
Turlokian beer.
Turlokian beer. And I can say I'm impressed. I think they know what they're doing. They got a great product, and I think the local support, Liquor Locker by providing the local beers, even the Valley beers, like if you say, like, because I used to travel to Oregon, and I was just telling Saki on the way over here, like, hey man, they're like way ahead of us, like every town had a brewery, it's like Cascade Locks was like 100 people and they had a brewery, and so I enjoyed that. Every town I went to, the brewery provided that town with beer, local beer, and I think that was very special. And I think Liquor Locker's providing that service.
Yeah,
bringing it to the customer. And for me, it's like, I know I'm going to that liquor store because I have a great selection. So sometimes from summer to fall to winter, I'll be switching my alcohol beverages.
Yes. Seasonal.
Yeah, my seasonal.
Drinker, yeah.
Correct.
So
at some point, I'm like, beer, dark beer, heavy beer. I'll switch over to Mexican beer at some point.
Yeah, like in the winter, you like that, what's that beer? The Celebration by Sierra Nevada?
Oh, yeah.
That's good beer in the winter,
Yeah. So I do drink that in the winter. Eventually, I end up with a little bit of whiskey, but that's no here nor there.
Different story.
But
yeah. Man, I think I'm drinking this too fast because I already got a little head change, man. Cheers to life.
Hey. To Turlock.
YouTube friends, to Turlock.
It's good beer.
To the Central Valley. And, I mean...
For the first beer review.
We not bad.
Right.
We like cold ones, but if you like rolled ones, grab one of these cold ones and a rolled one.
And enjoy it.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Tk you.
Let's down it. Fuck it.
No, well, I want to enjoy it.
Okay. Well,
but you have less than me, so you might be able to down that. Thank you.
Scrumptious.
And again, thank you, Liquor Locker.
Yeah, thank you, Liquor Locker, for
Reminds
sponsoring
me
us.
of Full Locker, but just the beer. The beer. It's the beer provider.
The joke of the day.
It's a beer provider of. It's a beer locker, right?
Yeah.
So, thank you again for providing the beer. I enjoyed it. It's a good product. I think it's a great service you guys are providing. We'll see you folks in the next review.
Thank you very much.